y'all, this is Dosha with Dosha Dreams Tarot, and this is going to be a reading for whoever needs to hear it. I just wanted to say, I don't know, y'all, the world is so crazy, and like, I don't know, y'all know that, Jesus, the world is crazy, but like, not even just Six of Swords, moving on from choppy waters to calmer waters, okay? Something that I'm realizing, y'all, and I'm just wanting to share this with whoever tunes into this message. I just want to share that, like, truly, it's going to sound cliche, but hear me out. Like, you really can decide what it is that you believe, obviously, right? But based on what you believe, that is how you will then perceive your reality. So if you can change your beliefs, you can change your reality. And these are not the things that you can, you know, touch, hear, taste, right? Like, sure, you can try and deny reality, but I'm talking about the way that you see the world, the reality within, right? The way you perceive the world, the way you interpret the world, the way that you feel about the world around you. So anything that you can't prove, you can't see, right, is all based on belief. Like, I believe that to be true based on whatever somebody's told me or the knowledge that I've sought out and have found, etc., right? So just based on what you have kind of ascertained, right, I think would be a decent word. Based on what you've kind of ascertained about the world, you have beliefs based on those things that you have not truly seen with your own eyes. The things that you can't prove, right? So you just believe what it is that is, you know, I mean, put in front of you, basically. Like, what else are you going to do, right? I mean, we can believe all kinds of things. Believing that something is not true is also a belief. Do you know what I mean? Now, I'm just saying that, and that can seriously spiral into so many different things. I don't even want to get into that. But what I'm saying is that you get to decide what haunts you. You get to decide what bothers you. You get to decide what is true and not true for you. And that can get dangerous. Like I said, please don't deny reality, guys. But also, there can be internal struggles happening that don't need to be happening. Because you can choose to not believe. You can't believe everything you think, basically, guys. You cannot believe everything you think. Seriously. But you can't deny your intuition, King of Wands. It's okay to be powerful. It's okay to be confident. Okay, we should be confident in what it is that we believe, and we should go for our desires, right? Not just our desires, but like our drive, right? Ooh, Seven of Swords and the Queen of Wands in reverse. What? Yo, okay. Seven of Cups in reverse at the bottom of the deck. So, okay. Y'all, I'm sorry, but like, this feels important. And, okay, Seven of Cups is not only just about options, right? Because that's typically how, you know, we interpret it here in tarot world, right? But the Seven of Cups is also about illusion and fantasy, okay? So, this is about dispelling illusion and fantasy. Anything within you that is based on belief, pure belief, okay, that you cannot prove, that is causing you harm, mental harm, emotional harm, spiritual harm, whatever it is. Whatever is haunting you, terrorizing you from within, these illusions and fantasies, you don't have to believe them. You may believe them now, but you don't have to. And if you don't believe them, then they don't even exist to you. Does that make sense? And it can be scary to say, okay, this thing that I've believed all my life is not true. It doesn't mean that it's not true. Do you get what I'm saying, guys? Because truth is subjective. And I know there's some people out there who might hear that and get frustrated. Yes, I understand. The things that can be proven, fact, okay, those things are true. There's things that we know that we cannot prove, but we know them to be true, right? But the things that you're unsure about, the only thing that makes it true is you believing in it. Those are the things you need to let go of, because especially if they're terrorizing you mentally, emotionally, right? Okay, because somewhere along the line, some kind of deceptive energy got under your skin. I feel that some kind of deceptive energy has impacted. I'm looking at this King of Queen of Wands here. I'm looking at these two cards as not being two separate people. I'm looking at this as the same person. And while I try very much to honor gender fluidity on this channel, and I will, use gender neutral language, when it comes to what we deem as, what we categorize as masculine and feminine energy, duality exists, okay? But it is not a binary. It's a spectrum, okay? And that goes for good and bad, truth and lies, love and hate. It's not a binary where it's just those two things. There's an entire intersectional spectrum in between. Same for male, female, masculine, feminine, okay? If that frustrates you, maybe this isn't the channel for you, because I'm going to acknowledge everything, not just what makes me feel comfortable, and not just what I think is going to make other people feel comfortable, okay? We're not always each other's cup of tea, right? So I know I'm not for everybody, right? And not everybody's for me, that's for sure. So I have a right to my preferences, and so do you. And I respect your right to that, okay? So if you don't like it, then, that's not my business. That's your business, okay? So what I'm trying to say, though, in that regard, there is masculine and feminine energy in all of us, okay? And that energy is balanced in its own unique way for all of us, right? Like, we fit somewhere on this spectrum. You know what I'm saying? And I think that a lot of times, obviously, these energies are assigned to specific genders, right? Specific biological sexes, right? Both of those are two different things, by the way. But I'm not going to get super deep into that. But what I'm saying basically is this is the same person. And somewhere along the line here, some kind of deceptive energy came in and fucked with this, this person, you, I'm assuming, whoever this reading is for, fucked with your feminine energy, okay? Feminine energy is most often associated with intuition, receptivity, okay? Kindness, calmness, right? Nurturing, right? These are just the things that are associated. That's what is basically, when you talk about labels, that is what feminine energy is labeled as, okay? It's just a way to categorize particular types of energy, right? And so then most people associate that with women, right? But that's not necessarily the way that it is, right? We believe things, and so it makes it true to us because we believe it. Does that make sense, guys? Like, so what I'm saying is that there's deception that has basically, I feel like, thrown off the feminine energy of whoever this reading is for. And I think it's causing you to live in more of a masculine energy. And when we want to talk about masculine energy, right, this is about, I'm trying to find strength, right? Taking action, being protective, being aggressive, right? And also nurturing, right? I mean, I'm just kind of like, but those are the types of energies that are most often associated with masculine energy, which people more often than not label, like, associate it with men, right? So do you see why I'm saying things the way I'm saying them? I'm saying this like that for a reason. Because, first off, I'm sick and tired. Because it's just so obvious that that's not the way things actually are in reality. It's just so obvious to me. Are you kidding me? Nobody fits into that. Except for people that try real hard, And it's like, you know? So what I'm saying here is maybe that's what this is about too. You know, maybe it's not entirely just about, you know, gender and sex and energy, right? Like, but I feel like that could be part of this with this deception here. So this could be wearing a false mask, subverting your feminine side, and living through this masculine energy because that's what you think you're supposed to do. Maybe some of you out there, you know, were assigned male at birth, right? We need to get some more cards on the table. I honestly did not expect to get so deep into that, but that's exactly what just came out. So, anyway, it's a burden, guys. 10 of Wands. It's a burden. There's absolutely no reason to carry around any type of belief system that terrorizes you and is a burden to you. If it is a choice, if you get to choose your beliefs, why the hell would you believe something that puts more pressure on you and more weight and more suffering? You get to choose. Do you know that? When you believe it, it doesn't feel like a choice. Like, say, if you're religious, okay? And just for example, this is not to, like, judge anybody here, okay? Because I was raised right. Just kidding. I'm a real Christian. Just kidding. Ace of Pentacles. I feel like there's going to be opportunities for you to learn new things or to be shown things that contradict your belief systems, and therefore you're going to say, holy shit, my beliefs are weighing me down. I don't have to believe them. Here is contradictory evidence. This is like an offering, the universe being like, here, look at this. And it's just going to be an unfolding, basically. But I was just kidding about the good Christian thing because I was raised Christian, but I was, you know, it was very, very morally focused, okay? So it wasn't about necessarily like save yourself and salvation and, you know, whatever. It's like, yeah, but, you know, we don't sin. We don't, okay, death card, transformation. This is like, okay, guys, this feels like to me, wow, the moon card in reverse. Whoa. There's things that you believe that you don't even know that you believe that are coming to the surface, and you're looking at them and be like, oh, hell no. I can't believe I was believing that shit. That's literally garbage. I don't have to believe that. Even if it is true, guess what? If I don't look at it, I'm just kidding, but like, ignorance is bliss in that way, right? Like, y'all. I'm sorry. I feel all over the place right now, but it's just because, like, there's a lot coming through right now. And also, like, you know, I'm not always right. I'm just spitting how I'm feeling and the energy that's coming through, you know? And I'm in kind of a mood, so. Okay. Oh, what was my thought? Okay, so if you're religious, for example, right? I was just kidding about the good Christian thing, but I'm just saying I was not raised to not sin just to save myself. It was like, don't sin because it harms other people, like, and that it's important to not harm other people, basically. It's important to care about other people, be willing to put yourself in harm's way to protect other people, to do what's right, protect God's children, yada yada. You see what I'm saying? So like, those morals are instilled within me, and I actually do believe that it's important to not harm others. I believe that it's important, you know, to care about people, to have empathy, right? That is part of my belief system, is that is paramount to just being a good human. And it's not even just about karma. It's not about it's just for the sake of it. Because that is just the fucking right way to do things. And that is just my opinion, right? That's what I believe. So based on that belief, that changes my entire worldview, right? Where that then it's like, I am called to action. I'm called to be empathetic. I'm called to care and to help, right? But I also am very frustrated with and annoyed with and angered by people who cause others harm and don't care because it's not part of their belief system. You know what I'm saying? So like, look at the frustration it causes also. It is also kind of a burden to hold people to high standards, and more often than not, I'm disappointed. High expectations, bigger disappointment, right? But I'm not saying I should change my belief system, but I'm saying that's an example, okay? But this like moral superiority, or like if some of you out there, happy Pride Month, by the way. But if some of you out there have your own opinions about queer folks, if you have negative opinions about trans folks, okay? People who use different pronouns than what they were assigned at birth. If you have negative opinions of people like that, I'm just saying, that's based on your belief, okay? You believe that these people are not valid, that they're not relevant, that their opinions about themselves, what they know about themselves, what they think, how they feel, all that is just bullshit, basically. That's how, I mean, I'm not saying that's how you are. I'm just saying, if any of you out there feel like that, it's based on your belief that they're ridiculous, that they have no, that they're basically their identity has no foundation. It doesn't make sense. It's just people just seeking attention. People are mentally ill. Whatever your belief system is around LGBTQ plus folks, that is your choice. You get to choose to believe if that's true or not. I'm just saying, okay? But when you believe something's true, to you, it is true. So therefore, you feel justified in being hateful, in harming people, insulting people, okay? Devalidating people, causing harm to other people, right? Good Christians used to just go and pray about it and shut the fuck up. Spirit, forgive me for my anger. Okay, basically what I'm saying, y'all, anything that you believe that you can't prove because you can't know the inner workings of another person. Okay? You can have your theories and you can have your opinions. Doesn't make it fact. Okay? Yeah. Woo! We're moving forward at lightning speed, baby. Ace of Wands. The Chariot. Moving forward at lightning speed here. King of Pentacles. Okay? Starting to stabilize. Being less in your head and more in your body, right? Or being less in your kind of, like, how do I explain this? It's like cutting out these illusions and not letting people, like, here's the other thing, okay? Ace of Wands. You have the opportunity every single day that you wake up to change your mind, to change yourself, okay? And while some folks out there might think that gender identity, right? Because this is coming up. This is a part of the reading, so I'm not going to shy away from it. That gender identity, sexuality differences, whatever it is, a lot of people, okay, unfortunately, this is in my fucking opinion, okay, that there are folks out there who believe that that is an illusion, that that is fantasy, that that is made up, that it's all just bullshit. It's the same thing as identifying as a banana, okay, or a fucking whatever. Do you catch my drift here? That's your opinion. That's your belief. So that's your reality. Does that make sense? So, in my opinion, my belief is that everybody's valid in how they feel about themselves. And I could give a fuck less. You see what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me. People can have whatever name they want, whatever pronoun, whatever sexuality identifier, whatever gender identity. To me, that is not something that bothers me, okay? It doesn't cause friction. It doesn't push up against my beliefs and make me feel threatened or frustrated or angry, you know? It doesn't do any of those things to me. I'm just like, I'm not even, I would say I'm neutral positive, right? You know? I'm just like, that's great. It's information. That's all it is to me. To me, my belief is to not cause harm to others, to accept people as they are, to support them and encourage them and being empowered and being healthy and caring for themselves. You know what I mean? So I encourage anybody who's going on a gender transition journey to be mindful of their health and take care of themselves through that. You know, have a support system. Because I'm just saying, like, yeah, you're going to come up against a lot. You know, because you're coming up against other people's realities and you don't fit in their reality. It doesn't make sense to them. So they feel frustrated and threatened and there's tension, there's conflict, tension, right? Because they have a certain belief system. Now, am I saying that? I'm like, I can't even really say that. Basically, I would rather accept people into my reality as being valid human beings, regardless of these other factors that make up who they are, right? Who they are, okay? Not who I think they are, my beliefs about who they are. How is my opinion on what somebody else is more valid than theirs on themselves? That's just disrespectful. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I don't want to disrespect people. I don't want to harm people. I want to encourage people, accept them as they are, love them as they are, and I want us all to be able to coexist and co-collaborate with each other. That's my core belief system. You see what I'm saying? So, if that's my belief system, then whatever else comes into my reality that is different, right? Not even just different, but whatever comes into my reality, it filters through that belief system. Do you see what I'm saying? My belief is not that there is man, there is woman. There is good, there is bad. That's not my belief system. Do you see what I'm saying? My belief is that there's a multiplicity of different types of people all over the planet. I believe we have different realities all over the planet based on our beliefs, right? There's so many examples of this, y'all. Like, I can't even sit here and freaking list all the examples. No, nor would I want to, because that's not my job. You know what I mean? What I'm trying to say, y'all, is that my beliefs make up my reality, and so do yours. The things that I believe about myself make up my reality. So, with that, I really wish you well, and I hope that you make good choices in what you believe.